Gentlemen, and welcome to another Xwar going at Xwar. So, for some reason, a number of people are focusing on Xwar 29. The issue is when it comes to Xwar 29, the request is Xwar 29, all of it from the beginning till the end, without any specific details, no matter how many times I try to ask. Is your interest on lineups? Is your interest on a specific issue in a specific Xwar stage? Yeah, we didn't get to any point related to that information. So I guess the first thing, as usual, to advise, increase your spirit link level, work a little on your reincarnation treasure, and when it comes to your Union Institute, try to upgrade it. Union Tech and Union Institute will help you in those specific times where you struggle in X War. Okay, so that's the first thing as a recommendation. Second thing, let's look at the lineups of players actually going through every single X4 stage of 29. And then we'll see if there's a specific issue I know related to a boss in X4 29. So X4 29 1, if we actually look at the lineups, round 1, round 2. X4 29 2, we don't have any rounds, so we're just gonna enter. Okay, for this direction, you pretty much, as recommended, I recommend to use Tuku. She will be able to slice through the enemy if you upgrade her exclusive sufficient enough. So that's for round number 1, and build a team related to heroes that can stand in front of the Superman faction. Since the majority of the enemies from the Superman faction, try to go with the Dark faction direction. So we'll have to remove these lovely heroes, and then we'll add some heroes from the Dark faction. Preferably something like this can be used, or like this. And that should be sufficient enough if you're strong in overall power to win in round 1. Okay, in round number 2, we will rely on Lady Ivy, especially because we'll have an issue with Claire and we'll have an issue in taking out Lucy Stormwalker. So yeah, it's gonna be a direction of there is a need to use Lady Ivy. After that, you'll add your DPS, and you might desire to add Einstein if you're getting killed too fast. And I think that should be sufficient in, well, some type of lineup to win. Spaceship wise, for round 1, you can always go with the Dimensional Hunter or Dark Samurai, and round number 2, which will probably be more difficult for you, go with the Restore Spaceship. The simple direction is that Tuku will attack the enemy, slice them one by one. At the same time, we have Q-Pan just in case we didn't win, Medusa for petrification, and Anna for charming and reducing their HP. Round number 2, we didn't even have to wait until we get attacked and Lady Ivy gets eliminated and then resurrected by Einstein. What will happen after that is the twining effect, and then you'll be able to take out the enemy slowly. So that would be 29-2. 29-3, let's see if we have any lineups available. Okay. Yeah, follow the player in the lineups that he recommends. It's okay if at least he wins. And Van Helsing is gonna be the main issue for this one. So his direction is to use the Godslayer, Satan, and then Medusa, Rockefeller for stunning, Eddie for burning effect to cause more damage, and Saint Matthew to help in recovering HP. That's a good direction. Second round, he went with Thinker, Tuku, Sally, Queen of Desert, and Einstein. It's a good combo because here there is an armor increase. Tuku will slice through the enemy. General of Rescue will attack the first 3 heroes in the lineup number 1. Queen of Desert will attack all 6 enemies. Mother of Swarm will suck their HP slowly and reduce their armor so Tuku can actually damage them more. And Einstein will help in resurrecting your heroes if they get eliminated. And this is the direction to go against Storm Falcon. So with enough HP, yeah, pretty much with enough HP and enough attack, regardless of the hero you go up against, you'll be able to win. Alright, Xwar 29-4. No lineups, okay. Yeah, I would go with the same selection, and I think for 29, it's going to be the same selection of heroes almost, maybe just a little bit of adjustments. Anyway, 29-5, you can see the lineups. That's 1, that's 2. And I'm sorry we cannot battle the entire stage from beginning to end and show multiple lineups. 29-6, you can see here lineups, different lineups. You can try to use one of the available ones shown on screen for round 1 or round 2. Okay, 29-7. We will try to focus a little bit more on the most important battles or the most difficult that have top heroes S plus ranked. So 29-7. By the way, you will notice a repetition in the same lineup selections. 29-8. Okay. 29-9. Same, almost the same lineups, by the way. 29-10. Yeah, it's going pretty much the same. 29-11. Maybe just a little bit of variation. 12. And then 13. Same. 14. 15. And then 29-16. 17. 18. 29-19. What to do? The request is very complex and very long, so this is kind of one of the best ways to show it. At least you can take a screenshot of the lineup for the stage you are looking for. 29-20. And if I battle with just 2 or 3 of the heroes I'm using in every single lineup for round 1 and round 2, I will win. So it's not actually gonna be good for players. So that's round 1 and round 2. 21 again, round 1 and round 2. Okay, 22. Okay, 23. 24. 25. We're almost there. 26. 27. By the way, if you have the heroes even at excellent, especially the universe and god heroes, you can use them even at excellent, but you need to add them to the spirit link. So that's 29 again. As you can see, they're using a number of heroes that are at excellent. 30. Same lineup almost. 31. And then 32. 33. 34. 35. 36. 37. 38. 39, and then we're coming up finally on 40, and then we can focus on specific battles in 29. That's 29, 39, round 1 and round 2. And then finally 40 with Indira, which is going to be your biggest issue in this entire stage. Round 1 and Ryuzen Tuku. Only one player decided to opt in for using Lady Ivy. At the same time, they're trying to buff the damage that Tuku can do. That's a good direction. And then round number 2, same direction of buffers and DPS, mix it together, and heroes that can reduce the armor of the enemy so they can take more damage. Okay, so overall in this stage, your biggest issues is going to be the Godslayer and Storm Falcon, and then Indira. For the Godslayer, you can always opt in for focusing on Tuku so she's fast enough and then can take the Godslayer out faster. And then, of course, the usage of Medusa, the usage of different CC control, crowd control heroes will help. So that will actually simplify the entire battle if you have heroes that can slow down the Godslayer, speed up Tuku, or pretty much petrification of stopping the enemy all in all from being able to move. So that would be kinda a good looking lineup for me in round 1 and round 2. Until you have a specific issue with the battle, then we can actually look at alternative lineups. Other than this, it's just wishful guessing. Okay, for this one, you're going to be facing Light, and she'll keep attacking and eliminating all your heroes. That's going to be problematic, so you might want to add Einstein for this round, so you can actually survive after she keeps on bombarding you. Second thing, you can opt for using Lady Ivy for this one. And hopefully once Light takes her out, or Storm Falcon, she will be twined. The rest of the enemy will be twined. Einstein will resurrect your heroes, 2 of them at least, the maximum actually. And then you'll be able to attack by Tuku. Lucas can come very beneficial for this round, so neither Storm Falcon or Light can take us out. At the same time, we're using Q-Pen to actually increase the damage that Tuku can do and help us in recovering some of the HP and surviving the initial attack of Storm Falcon. At the same time, Anna, with her direction of the Charming, will cause the enemy to be a little bit slower, attack themselves, cause more damage to themselves, and allow us to eliminate them very nice and more peaceful than what would usually happen. Another direction, of course, would be to add the Space Monkey, Space Kong, because he speeds up and slows down the enemy. Speeds up your side, slows down the enemy's side. Now, before we go into battle in round number 2, if you have Radiance Tribute, you can add it in round number 1 or round number 2 to decrease the damage. A little bit of Fury Wave action would be fantastic. Selection of adding Mecha Valkyria would work fantastically in either positioning her to target both General of Rescue and then Van Helsing, or on the opposing side to target Claire if she's killing you, or you position her in the middle if you're having an issue with Gunnable and Satan taking you out one by one, hero by hero. And then if you go to battle, you'll notice the following. Tuku will eliminate almost all of them. Okay, and then she'll either be stuck with Einstein with his immortality or with Storm Falcon. Of course, if you wanted it to be more easier and more straightforward, you would use Julia, the Forest Avatar, because she can attack Storm Falcon directly. After that, the Fury Wave, if you give him the green gem, he'll be able to target and attack in round number 1. So these two would be the lineups I would actually use to go for this stage. Okay, so moving away from the Storm Falcon stage and carrying on and looking at it, Medusa and Time being available in one round, and then you have the Fury Wave. Okay, for this one, again, use Lady Ivy and then buff and work around using Tuku to actually eliminate the other side. Same scenario, same direction. For this one, focus on Fury versus Fury if you can. and add a DPS or two or three if you can, and one or two buffers and one extra tank. Something like this that actually you're seeing, because the three in the backliners are DPS. Okay, you shouldn't do that, but it's cool, it helps. Lucy Stormwalker is a buffer, so she can help us in increasing the damage that the Godslayer can do. At the same time, we have Thinker, which will increase our armor, help in recovering HP. And Rockefeller is for his ability to stun the enemy and take damage. So he comes in handy for this round in 25 on 29 25 pretty much. Okay, so here usually that's not gonna happen that fast. You need a Tuku with high attack, so to kill them, one hit, one kill. What would happen usually is she will attack, Rockefeller will attack her, and it will carry on from there. The main direction is we want Lady Ivy to be eliminated, and Einstein to resurrect her, and the rest is pretty much the same explained before. In speeding up your side by Space Kong and slowing down the enemy on the opposing side, and that would be it for that round. Now for this one, you already have different lineups that players have used. For the Indira, let's see exactly what they focused on. Well, overall, the best thing they focused on when it comes to Indira is lineup number 3 of using Julia, Mega Valkyria, Storm Falcon, Sally, Thinker, and General of Rescue. And if we watch that specific round, you'll be able to see why that combo actually was able to win. So Storm Falcon would attack, causing some good damage. And then Julia would start attacking. And then Mega Valkyria will come into play. After that will come Sally of reducing their armor. As you see, he's having a little bit of struggle. Then Heavenly Justice, the storm is coming, attacked. Julia started her attacking cycle after that. She took out the first enemy. Now she's taking out the second one, and she stops. Okay, Mecha Valkyria is using her special ultimate attack, able to take out one or two of the enemy. Now we're looking at General Rescue attacks, takes out one. Thinker helps in recovering some HP. Indira attacks and she's draining a good portion of her HP. Now she's open to being attacked by Mecha Valkyria, Storm Falcon, and Julia. We are close to being eliminated, but we are still surviving and barely there. He also gave some of his heroes, or one of them at least, a Striker, and that was the slash coming from Striker that helped in taking out Indira. Good direction, a little bit tough the battle was, but he was able to win. Okay, for the 35, nothing special except the second round, because you have the Fury Wave and at the same time Tuku. For this one, I would recommend using the Epic's selection of heroes. It's a good selection. I can see why he might have selected it, because he's using crowd control, buffers, and at the same time an awakened Storm Falcon, so she can attack round number 1 and kill all of them. One go, one hit. So that's actually a good selection, because if Storm Falcon can kill all of them, you're done. The round is finished. Okay, for 29-40, Indira and him or she and Light mixed together is going to be your biggest issues. Even if you win round number 1, round number 2 is still going to be problematic. Let's see how players tackled this one. Appen has a good direction of selections, even if they're interesting. Can work more on it. But at least he has a good Julia build and good Storm Falcon. Sally not that much, and she's not gonna be beneficial that long after this. Mecha Valkyria doing well, and he's trying to target taking out Thinker and taking out Mother of Swarm, at the same time relying with the attack that comes from Storm Falcon. Storm Falcon is the one, by the way, who has Striker, the Stigmata added to her, and he's heavily relying on Forest Dancer in continuously attacking and taking out the enemy, and whoever remains, Mecha Valkyria will wipe them out. It's a good combo selection, so easy, so simplified actually, you would think it will not win. So yeah, for this stage, it's a good selection of what he did. I would go with this same lineup if I wanted to. The only issue is Storm Falcon will take out some of your heroes, so preferably add Stigmata Redemption, or just put the Einstein, or just ignore everything and just add a Storm Falcon yourself with another DPS, and add Einstein just in case you don't survive. Some of your heroes gets eliminated by the original attack from Storm Falcon in the enemy side. For this one, we would actually just go directly and add in the Twining Direction, Radiance Tribute, make a Valkyria 100% will help in this round, so we would actually add her as a selection for us. And we just stick with something like this, very simplified, nothing special. For round number one, we can always add Rockefeller also. We're adding Rockefeller in hopes of, if we're actually weaker, in hopes of the stunning ability he has will help us and give more time to the rest of our heroes. For this one, directly using the Fury Wave helps, and as soon as he eliminates one of the enemy, he'll be able to attack again and again and again if he's killing one by one with each attack. So this combination, it works perfectly. This also has some fantastic potential, especially if your Storm Falcon is stronger than the other Storm Falcon and the rest of the heroes. Of course, with the level difference of 468 in comparison to 352, we are actually overdoing it, overkilling them slowly. Let's go with one Rockefeller and see the huge massive difference of damage. Okay, so the direction that we're actually hoping for when using Rockefeller is he does exactly what you're saying in stunning both Rex, both Mecha Valkyria, and Indira and the rest of the enemy. If you are able to do that, then you would be simply able to take them out one by using your DPS, and they will not attack while being stunned. So that's the direction of why we use Rockefeller as a meat shield at this current stage of Xwar. He's very handy in that scenario of actually stunning the enemy. And that's it. That's pretty much what you would do. If you still are not winning in round number one, but still very close to winning, just if you have that little extra HP, use the group attack spaceship. It will attack faster and give you an option to actually take the enemy out faster. Anyway, the enemy is mostly compromised of technology, so it's best to use the Superman faction against that enemy in hopes of the faction damage bonus, which can help. So just add good heroes from the Superman faction. Something like this can work. Something like this also can work. Yeah, so that actually will increase your HP and attack by a draft of 6, which will help you in going up against the technology faction. Now here in round number 2 you have the nature, so it's preferable you go with technology. Doesn't have to be, but it's kinda good selection. So you would just add your technology heroes, something like this, and just go into battle directly. That should be sufficient. One last note that can be said: your heroes need to be closer in that round with an overall power close or more to 10 million. Yes, the entire team in round number 2 should be close to 10 million standalone. Now, this specific hero, any hero actually, you'll see that she stands alone at 9 million. Tuku stands alone at 19 million. So yeah, 10 million becomes something a little bit simplified at that stage. After that, you'll pretty much be needing more and more power up and more power. If you just add one hero, right, that's close to the enemy at this current stage, at this current ability of being upgraded, you will notice that one hero is able to take out, well, pretty much the entire 6 heroes on the opposing side. So do take into account Reincarnation Treasure will help in increasing your attack and HP. Oh, or she was able to take her out, but so close, she still caused a good chunk of damage. Well, in any case, she's a crowd control hero, not a DPS. Alright, overall, keep on increasing your HP and attack. By that I mean keep on upgrading your reincarnation treasure because it does give you HP, it does give you attack, it does give you different attributes that benefit your heroes in battle. Keep upgrading your spirit link and keep upgrading your artifacts in the first place. You have different gems in the game, these ones. You have divine will artifacts, these ones. You have evil artifacts. Okay, keep upgrading it to the max. It does help when you are in battle to actually win in the battle. Alright, guys, so that is the majority of what I have to say related to the Xwar 29 stages. Hopefully, it will benefit you. If you have any questions related to that specific Xwar stage 21, do write it in the comments. Other than this, as soon as you enter into 29, Xwar 29, you are still not strong enough, you're still not prepared, and it seems like it's very different because you just moved from Infernal, the ordinary, into the difficult section of, well, the Xwar stages. 29 is a little bit difficult, and if you want an easier direction, I don't care about all the stuff you keep saying. Just keep upgrading your Spirit Link level and then increasing another 20 or 30 levels above level 360 or 360. If you go above 360 by another 10, 20, 30 levels and keep doing it, eventually you'll win without you doing absolutely anything at all in the entire game. Pretty much it's a matter of HP and power, not really hero selection mostly. And then you'll be able to just advance, swim around, get the 3 stars, not stopping, nothing. That's it. That's the best advice I can give you, and you wouldn't have any issues if you just keep upgrading the Spirit Link level standalone and awaken your heroes to Immortal. That would be sufficient actually to win at that stage. Alright guys, thank you so much for tuning in, and we'll see you in an upcoming video. Have a great day ahead.